हाँ, तो अब हम अपने नेक्स्ट 3 क्वेश्चन करेंगे मेंस के। ठीक है। सबसे पहले क्वेश्चन नंबर 13, डिफरेंशिएट द causes of landslide in the Himalaya regions and Western Ghats। मतलब हमें डिफरेंशिएट करना है, मतलब लैंडस्लाइड के क्या क्या रीजन रहे हैं हिमालय रीजन्स में और वेस्टर्न घाट्स में लैंडस्लाइड के क्या क्या कॉजेज रहे हैं। ठीक है। सबसे पहले लैंडस्लाइड क्या होता है, डिफाइंड एज मूवमेंट ऑफ a mass rock, debris, or earth down a slope. Landslides are type of mass wasting which denotes any downslope movement of soil and rock under direct influence of gravity. The causes of landfall in landslide in Himalaya region and Western Ghats are as follows. Plate tectonics. Himalaya region is tectonically active as the Indian plate is moving toward the north at the rate of 5 centimeter per year. This movement leads to collision of Indian plate with Eurasian plate that causes frequent tremor and isolatic I- isostatic imbalances. लेकिन वेस्टर्न घाट जो है वो टेक्टोनिकली मोर स्टेबल एज कम्पेयर टू द हिमालय रीजन्स। ठीक है। Rock structure. Himalaya region is composed of sedimentary rocks which are more prone to denudation and erosion as compared to other rocks, while the major part of the Western Ghat is composed of basalt rock which show great resistance to erosion and denudation. Exogenic forces. Himalaya region is a source of many rapid flowing rivers like Ganga, Indus and Brahmaputra. These running water cause a large-scale erosion to mountainous region, which also cause of landslide. The Western Ghat perennial rivers are rare, but heavy rainfall in this region leads to landslide. Human interference. The development activities such as construction of roads and railways, uh, haphazard urbanization. Yeah, the development activities such as construction of roads and railways, haphazard urbanization, ignoring the slope aspects of the landslide. The windmill projects that have come up in many Western Ghats have caused huge fractures on mountains, losing structures. Change in vegetation cover is responsible for landslide in Western Ghats. Landslide is as a challenge has emerged over last few years due to anthropogenic activities. In this light, existing and upcoming construction in the economic sensitive zones need to be checked. There is urgent need to follow the recommendation of Kasturi Rangan or Mahadev Gadli reports and guidelines of NDMA on landslides. सबसे पहले लैंडस्लाइड क्या है? लैंडस्लाइड is defined as the movement of a mass rock, debris or earth down a slope. ठीक है. Mass movement as a movement of mass of rock of a mass of a rock, debris or earth down a slope. Landslides are type of mass wasting. एक type है mass wasting का which denotes any downslope movement of soil and rock under the direct influence of gravity. ठीक है. Landslide is defined as a movement of mass of debris rock का debris का और earth down a slope. Landslide type of mass wasting which denotes any downslope movement of soil and rock under the direct influence of gravity. अब इसके causes क्या क्या है? सबसे पहले plate tectonics. Himalaya region is a tectonically active region है, as Indian plate is moving toward the north at the rate of 5 centimeter per year. This movement lead to collision of Indian plate with the Eurasian plate that causes frequent tremor and isostatic imbalances. ठीक है. हाँ. But the Western Ghats are tectonically more stable as compared to the Himalaya regions. सबसे पहले आता है प्लेट टेक्टोनिक्स. हिमालय रीजन जो है टेक्टोनिकली एक्टिव है, जैसे कि इंडियन प्लेट जो है वो मूव होने लगे नॉर्थ में एट द रेट ऑफ 5 सेंटीमीटर पर ईयर, जिसकी वजह से जिस मूवमेंट की वजह से द कोलिजन ऑफ इंडियन प्लेट विद द यूरेशियन प्लेट. ठीक है. That causes frequent tremor and isostatic imbalances. लेकिन जो वेस्टर्न घाट है वो टेक्टोनिकली स्टेबल मोर स्टेबल है एज कम्पेयर टू द हिमालय रीजन. Rock structure. Himalaya region is composed of sedimentary rocks which are more prone to denudation and erosion as compared to the other rocks. ठीक है. हिमालय रीजन जो है वो सेडिमेंट्री रॉक से बनी है जो कि मोर प्रोन है डेनुडेशन के और इरोजन के एज कम्पेयर टू अदर रॉक्स, जिसमें कि मेजर पार्ट जो है वेस्टर्न घाट का वो कंपोज्ड है बेसाल्ट रॉक से, जो कि विच शोज ग्रेट रेजिस्टेंस टू इरोजन एंड डेन्यूटेशन। ठीक है, हिमालय रीजन सेडिमेंट्री रॉक से बना है, जो कि more prone to denudation and erosion as compared to other rocks, while the major part of Western Ghats is composed of basalt rocks, which show great resistance to erosion and denudation. तीसरा आता है exogenic forces. Himalaya region is a source of many rapid flowing rivers like Ganga, Indus and Brahmaputra. ठीक है, these running river cause a large scale erosion to mountainous region, which also cause of landslide. भाई जो हिमालय की रीजन है वो made up of is a source of many rapid flowing rivers like Indus, Brahmaputra. लेकिन यही जो रनिंग रिवर्स है ये लार्ज स्केल इरोजन प्रोवाइड करती है, लार्ज स्केल इरोजन ऑफ माउंटेनियस रीजन, विच इज ऑल्सो कॉज ऑफ लैंडस्लाइड। वेस्टर्न घाट जो होते हैं उसमें पेरिनियल रिवर्स है, पेरिनियल रिवर्स रेयर है, लेकिन हैवी रेनफॉल जो है इस रीजन में उसकी वजह से लैंडस्लाइड होता है। Human interference. The development activities such as construction of roads, railways, haphazard urbanization, ignoring the slope aspects of landslide. The windmill projects have come up in many western ghats that have caused huge fractures on the mountain losing structures. Change in vegetation cover is responsible for landslide in western ghats. The development activity जैसे construction of road, railways, haphazard urbanization, जिसमें हम इग्नोर कर देते हैं, इग्नोरिंग दी स्लोप एस्पेक्ट्स ऑफ लैंडस्लाइड। इसमें जैसे विंड मिल प्रोडक्ट्स हो गए बहुत सारे आने लग रहे हैं कि इसमें वेस्टर्न घाट में, जो कि कॉज ह्यूज फ्रैक्चर्स ऑन द माउंटेन लूजिंग स्ट्रक्चर। चेंज इन वेजिटेशन कवर इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर लैंडस्लाइड इन वेस्टर्न घाट्स। लैंडस्लाइड एक चैलेंज है जो कि पिछले कुछ सालों से आया है due to anthropogenic activities. In this slide, existing and upcoming construction of economic sensitive zones need to be checked. Existing and upcoming construction in economic sensitive zones need to be checked. There is an urgent need to follow the recommendation of uh, Kasturi Kasturi Rangan and guidelines of NDMA on landslides, National Disaster Management Authority on landslides. या तो अभी इसके नोट्स लिखेंगे एक बार। Question number 13. Hmm. Husband landslide defined as a movement of a mass of a rock, debris, earth down a slope. A type of mass wasting the key which denotes any downward movement of soil and rock under direct influence of gravity. ठीक है, क्या क्या हुआ इसमें? मूवमेंट है मास ऑफ रॉक की डेब्रिस से अर्थ डाउन अ स्लोप, टिपिकल टाइप ऑफ मास वेस्टिंग which denotes any downward movement of soil and rock under direct influence of gravity. हिमालय रीजन टेक्टोनिकली एक्टिव है, ठीक है, 5 सेंटीमीटर पर ईयर, जिसकी वजह से कोलिजन होता है, जिसकी वजह से ट्रेमर्स आते हैं और आइसोस्टैटिक इम्बैलेंसेस, ठीक है। लेकिन जो वेस्टर्न घाट्स है टेक्टोनिकली मोर स्टेबल। दूसरा पॉइंट रॉक स्ट्रक्चर, हिमालय रीजन जो है सेडिमेंट्री रॉक से बना है विच आर मोर प्रोन टू denudation and erosion compared to other rocks। लेकिन जो वेस्टर्न घाट्स है वो बेसाल्ट रॉक से बना है, ग्रेट रेसिस्टेंट टू इरोजन एंड denudation, ठीक है। हिमालय रीजन में सोर्स ऑफ हिमालय रीजन क्या, सोर्स ऑफ रैपिड फ्लोइंग रिवर, जिसकी वजह से इरोजन होता है, जिसकी वजह से लैंडस्लाइड होती है। लेकिन वेस्टर्न घाट्स में हैवी रेनफॉल की वजह से होता है। तो आता है ह्यूमन इंटरफेरेंस, डेवलपमेंट एक्टिविटीज लाइक कंस्ट्रक्शन ऑफ रोड्स, railways, haphazards, urbanization, ignoring slope aspects of landside, इसकी वजह से होता है। और दूसरा क्या है, विंड मिल प्रोजेक्ट्स इन वेस्टर्न घाट्स, इसकी वजह से फ्रैक्चर्स ऑन मूवमेंट ऑन माउंटेन, लूजिंग स्ट्रक्चर्स। change in vegetation cover is also responsible for landslide. Yes, landslide is a challenge last few years due to anthropogenic activities. Existing and upcoming construction in economic sensitive zones needs to be checked. In this light, existing and upcoming constructions in economic sensitive zones need to be existing and upcoming construction in the economic sensitive zones need to be checked. The urgent need to follow recommendations of Kastani, Kasturi, Ranga or Madhav Gadgil report or guidelines of नेशनल डिजास्टर मैनेजमेंट अथॉरिटी ऑन लैंडस्लाइड। लैंडस्लाइड चैलेंज है जो कि लास्ट कुछ सालों में एंथ्रोपोजेनिक एक्टिविटीज की वजह से इन दिस लाइट एग्जिस्टिंग और अपकमिंग कंस्ट्रक्शन जो भी होगी इन इकोनॉमिक सेंसिटिव जोन्स में नीड टू बी चेक। ठीक है, देयर अर्जेंट नीड टू फॉलो रिकमेंडेशन ऑफ कस्तूरी रंगा माधव गाडगी रिपोर्ट्स एंड गाइडलाइंस ऑफ एनडीएमए ऑन लैंडस्लाइड्स। ठीक है, अब इसका आंसर लिखेंगे, पहले 13 क्वेश्चन लिख लेते हैं। इसका आंसर लैंडस्लाइड is defined as rock, debris or soil. It is a type mass wasting flow of rock and soil under the influence of gravity. Cause of landslide in region and Western Ghats. सबसे पहला Plate tectonic. Himalayan region is uh, at the rate of 5 5 centimeter per year. This leads to collision of Indian plate with the Eurasian plate. Western Ghats is more stable than Himalayan region. Exogenic activities forces Himalayan region is the source of many rapid flowing rivers like Indus, Ganga, or Brahmaputra. These rivers cause erosion which lead to landslide. Western Ghats have few perennial rivers, but the rainfall is the major cause for landslide in this. The construction of roads, railways, and haphazard urbanization in the Himalayan region leads to leads to landslide, windmill projects in the Western Ghats lead to fracture of region, change in vegetation cover also leads to also also major region of landslide in Western Ghats. चौथा क्या था? हाँ, box Himalayan region is made up of sedimentary rocks which are more prone to denudation and erosion. Western Ghats are made up of majorly made up of basalt rock which are less prone to which have high resistant to denudation and erosion. Conclusion: landslide became an important issue in last few years due to anthropogenic activities. In this light, existing and upcoming constructions in economic sensitive zones need to be checked. There is urgent need to follow the recommendations of Kasturiranga Mahadev Gadgil reports and recommendation of National Disaster Management Authority on landslide. ये तो हो गया भाई, ठीक है, ये हो गया रॉक्स। पहले ये देख लेंगे डेवलपमेंट एक्टिविटीज, डेवलपमेंट एक्टिविटीज कंस्ट्रक्शन, ignoring slope aspects, windmill project was last and losing structure. ठीक है वाला। हम्म, ये ठीक है। Exogenic forces rapid resistance ये सही। Causing tremor and isostatic imbalances. थे क्वेश्चन तो हो गया हमारा। ये अब आते हैं नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन पे। नहीं, ये एक क्वेश्चन हो गया ना, अब 5 क्वेश्चन इससे कर लेंगे, इतना टाइम बचा नहीं है। ज्योग्राफी, ज्योग्राफी। यहाँ से करेंगे आज 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15, मतलब पूरे यहीं तक कर लेंगे ना, 90 तक, 90 तक। The formation of ozone hole in the Antarctic region has been a cause of concern. What could be the reason for the formation of this hole? Presence of prominent tropospheric turbulence and inflow of chlorofluorocarbons, presence of prominent polar front and stratospheric clouds and inflow of chlorofluorocarbons, absence of polar front and stratospheric clouds and inflow of methane and chlorofluorocarbons, increased temperature polar region due to global warming. The reason for formation of ozone layer in Antarctica: presence of prominent polar front and stratospheric clouds and inflow of chlorofluorocarbons. सबसे पहले तो the Earth atmosphere concentrated over the globe by wind. As a result, ozone depleting gases get mixed throughout the atmosphere, including Antarctica, regardless of where they are emitted. These special meteorological conditions in Antarctica cause these gases to be more effective in their in depleting zone compared to anywhere else. Human emission of gases such as chlorofluorocarbons, halogens have occurred mainly in northern hemisphere. A layer in the atmosphere called ionosphere facilitates radio communication. Why? The presence of ozone causes reflection to radio waves to Earth. Radio waves are very long wavelength. Only second statement is correct. A layer in the Earth atmosphere ionosphere facilitate radio communication because radio waves have very long wavelength. Long wavelength of radio helps in long distance communication where they get reflected to in ionic atmosphere. Ionosphere layer is atmosphere is responsible for deflection of radio waves. This layer lies in different atmospheric layers from about 50 km to 965 km altitude. Statement 1 is incorrect because ozone layer is not present in ionosphere. It lies in the second layer of the atmosphere, that is stratosphere. Ozone layer protect us from harmful ultraviolet radiation of suns. Westerlies in southern hemisphere are stronger and persistent than in northern hemisphere. Why? Southern hemisphere has less landmass as compared to northern hemisphere. Coriolis force is higher in southern hemisphere as compared to northern hemisphere. Only statement one is correct. क्योंकि stronger क्योंकि यहाँ पे southern hemisphere less land mass है compared to northern hemisphere where the less land causes less friction to slow down and slow them down. What causes wind to deflect toward the left in the southern hemisphere? Temperature, magnetic field, rotation of Earth, pressure, rotation of Earth. The direction of wind toward left in the southern hemisphere and right in the northern hemisphere is mainly due to rotation of Earth, Coriolis effect, and Farrell law. Uh, the Coriolis force effect is caused by rotation of Earth and an interior of Mars experience the effect. A geographical region has the following distinct characteristic: warm and dry climate, mild and wet winter, evergreen oak forest. Above featured distinct character of which of the following region? Mediterranean, East China, Central Asia, Atlantic. Mediterranean है इसका. Associated with all above feature, this climate known for warm to hot, dry summer, mild to cool wet winters. The cause of this climate directly related to large bodies of water such as Mediterranean Sea and ocean currents. Almost no rainfall occur during the summer due to subtropical high pressure cell. Most of the rainfall occur during cooler winter due to polar jet stream and associated periodic storms. A new type of El Nino called El Nino Modoki appeared in news. In this context, consider the following statement. Normal El Nino forms in Central Pacific Ocean, whereas El Nino Modoki forms in Eastern Pacific Ocean. Normal El Nino results in diminished, diminished hurricanes in Atlantic Ocean, but El Nino Modoki results in greater number of hurricanes with greater frequency. इनमें से second statement सही है because El Nino results in diminishing hurricanes in Atlantic Oceans. El Nino Modoki results in greater number of hurricanes with greater frequency. El Nino Modoki results in ये पढ़ना पड़ेगा भाई. Geographical area with an altitude of 4 meter had the following characteristics. Consider the following statement. The albedo of an object determines its virtual brightness when viewed with reflected light. The albedo of Mercury is much greater than albedo of Earth. Only statement 1 is correct. The albedo of an object diminished visual brightness when viewed with reflected light. Albedo is the fraction of incident sunlight that is reflected from the surface of object. When an object ejects most of its light, then it hits it look like bright and it has high albedo. When an object absorbs more of the light than it hit, it look dark. The dark objects have low albedo. Low albedo leads to higher uptake of energy and hence it lead to warming. ठीक है भाई, ये हो गया अब हमारा। अब और करेंगे नेक्स्ट वीडियो में।